Mouth.
Butt.
Voice.
Chest.
Eyes.
You said that.
I meant it.
You swear you don't want anything more from me other than sex?
You swear you don't want anything more from me? You girls get... What are you doing?
I'm pulling up.
We can be friends with benefits. Is it good that we getting this? Witness this. Long stroke, baby, digging this. Feel it, bitch. Intricate flow, stripping this. Take a sip. I'm gonna take you on a any trip. Nightcap. Nice ass, nice tits, girl, I like that. Throw that ass back, girl, let me clap that. Vibrate the whole room when I smack that. Goddamn, do the truth, bring that ass back. Bonafide pleasure, girl. Thinking every measure, girl. Take it to a better world. Hurricane, beat the name. Rock it like a hurricane. Never lane. Beat it like a frame. When I do my thing, off the chain. Liquor in my vein. Now we switching lanes. Hit the Somerset. Vibe everything. Come on. And kill this love. Make it limitless. Baby girl is into this. Real as shit. We can be friends with benefits. Let me tell you what the benefits. We can be friends with benefits. Let me tell you what the benefits. We can be friends with benefits. Going 6 months into this, hit a lick. She my trap queen, where we go flip a brick. East side, west side, we be do this bitch. Detroit, murder, making what we represent. My girl down the ride, she a bad bitch. Revolutionary shit, she a blast quick. Head back to the hood, cop a bag, bitch. Think I'm falling in love with this madness. Hold up, wait a minute. The emotions in it, and I think I'm fucking tripping. Look me in my eyes, and she said she fucking did it. Let's put our mind together, then start a fucking business. We ball like a motherfucker, ride through the city like. After that, she ride my dick like a motorbike. Digging this, benefits is limitless. Baby girl is into this, feel the shit. We can be friends with benefits. Let me tell you what the benefits. We can be friends with benefits.
Okay. That's enough of the tennis.
What's wrong with the couch? It's less emotional.
The bedroom is better light. And since we're just friends, I don't have to be insecure about my body.
Come on. Hey, you're beautiful. There's nothing to be insecure about.
You see, that is way too emotionally supportive.
Baby girl, let me get that. Break it off like a Kit Kat. After that, chill back with a chit chat. Let me show you a couple living spoken drinking the children. I got the money piled up in a big stack. Baby girl, let me get that. Take her ass to the Somerset. We can get what you want to get. Baby girl, you can be loving it. Fast head to the club and shit, make it public. Put her on like an oven. Make her love, make it covenant. Keep on cuffing it. Tryna give her the bitch to say I kill her with my tongue and shit. About to give her that long stroke. Beat it out the frame till it's foam in the rain. They gotta give it the bang bang. Told me that she slang gang. Shit, I do the same thing. Gotta keep dodging the chain gang. Bonnie and Clyde's down the ride with the nigga about to ride and down. They going down by the nigga about to roll the blood. They got the weed and the nigga baby pulled it up. It's time to flow like a river, baby. Do what's up. And the fast and slow when I'm in the baby scream my name. Let me know that you feel it. Overcame, we dread the strain. It's time for me to change the brain. Baby girl, let me get that. Break it off like a Kit Kat. That so fat, let me grip that. From the front to the back, I'ma get that. Like that, like that. Baby girl, let me get that. Break it off like a Kit Kat. That so fat, let me grip that. From the front to the back, I'ma get that. Like that, like that. Baby girl, let me get that. Break it off like a Kit Kat. That so fat, let me grip that. From the front to the back, I'ma hit that. Like that, like that. Baby girl, let me get that. Break it off like a Kit Kat. That so fat, let me grip that. From the front to the back, I'ma hit that. Like that. Baby girl, let me get that. Time to make a new flick. Fuck you in the back of the new whip. 2 trips to the aisle, grab a few chicks. And 3-way, 4-way, about to do this. Let me get up in it when I'm in it. I'ma lick it, I'ma stick it, never forget it. And I've been doing, she give me the digits. I got to give it the business. Say it's going on more than a minute. Hurricane be the name, girl. Came here to change worlds. Do you wanna go to paradise? Show you a better life to the right. Cause the tight shit, we make love every night. Mixing liquor with the middle light. For the blood that's bigger than Killer Mike. We vibe to the night till you see the light. Then I gotta go to work, see you tonight. We can go to your crib or my crib. Rent a hotel, don't matter.
Welcome back, y'all, to another one. This actually is the season finale of the football show. Well, at least for the football season, y'all. Man, welcome back to Let's Talk with Jay vs. Jordan. Welcome back to Jay Talk Sports. Whichever one you're watching on, make sure you're hitting that like and hitting that subscribe. But yeah, man, we had one game that was left on the schedule that we had to attend to. The game that we had to watch. Shit, man, I think it was over 120 something million people watching this game. It was gonna be a good one. And actually, in my honest opinion, y'all, I'll tell y'all ahead of time, it turned out to be good for me. But before we get into it and talk about it, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe. Just gotta keep saying that. But look, y'all, we had a Super Bowl match up of the Kansas City Chiefs versus San Francisco 49ers, y'all. Y'all already know what it is, man. It happened on Sunday, man. We just talking about it on Tuesday. Besides, my right after the game live stream, because, I had to talk my shit. This is not the shit talking show. Not this time. But look, y'all, we had a matchup. I can't bring up the ESPN for y'all because I've been having internet problems around here. Somebody want to run in the wires and stuff. We ain't going to talk about that. But we going to get it up on here like this, y'all. Boom. We had the San Francisco 49ers going up against the Kansas City Chiefs, the defending champs. And this game actually turned out way more interesting than I actually thought. Actually, I thought it was going to be a good game either way. But actually, I think it surprised a lot of people. Now, I still have some people that I've been hearing around the way saying it was boring or this and that. I don't know what they're talking about. But, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But in the game, we had the Kansas City Chiefs prevailing, y'all, 25-22 in overtime. That's how good the game was, y'all. That's how competitive the game was. It had to go all the way to overtime. And if y'all can see at the very top, y'all can see in the first quarter, there was no points scored. None whatsoever, y'all. KC and San Francisco, it was just straight defense and a lot of fumbles, a lot of turnovers. Then you get into the second half, that's when San Francisco took an early lead, y'all. They went up 10-3. They ended that quarter up 10-3 going into halftime. And that's when a lot of people started getting worried. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to be straight up with y'all. I was sitting by waiting for the game to come on, and I had it on CBS. And I must have been behind in the scheduling or something, because by the time I realized the game was already on, it was at the end of halftime. I'm talking about Usher and them performed and all that. I missed all that. I missed the whole first half, all that. I was over here losing my mind, like, oh my God. And then I saw the score. I'm like, oh my God. I watched the first drive. Mahomes them get the ball first in the second half. It was amazing to me. They get the ball first, go up the field, and Mahomes throws an interception. Now, y'all know over here in my feelings, I was like, oh no. Oh no. It was a crazy look. It had my heart going up and down. Because it was a very defensive game, man. It was a lot of pressure that came from San Francisco, a lot of pressure that came from Kansas City. And honestly, you got to see here you go. Brock Purdy needs to get his flowers. I'm going to actually say that. Now, I know some people might be a little bit more critical of Brock Purdy and his performance in the game. I'm not one of them. And I'm not saying that just because I'm a Kansas City fan and I wanted Kansas City to win. He actually played good in that game. Like, he had me worried on a few plays. If a quarterback can do that, I'm going to put you in a good category. The boy went out there and he put in work, and he deserves some respect. I actually have him now, y'all, in my top 15 off of his performance. Top 15 quarterback in the league. I know some people might be like, that's crazy. I don't think it is. I can't tell you what number he is, but top 15. They'll let you know he ain't in the top 10. But, going back to the stats, y'all. We got Miss Alexis from Texas coming up in here in a second, y'all. There she go. Let me go ahead and say, Miss Alexis, go and introduce yourself, girl. Can't hear you. At all. Say something. Ah, shit. She fucking with me. Let me see if I can see what she got going on over there. I don't know. You're going to have to figure it out. I can't hear you. Say something. Come back in. Come back in. You got it, girl. Fucking, there you go. Back to it. We were in the second half. We got to the second half. Mahomes didn't fumble the ball. Threw interception. Something like that. The third quarter ended up being 10 0. Kansas City favored. All right, so that means Kansas City took the lead, y'all. And then the fourth quarter, 9-6. We had some field goals getting kicked. Shout out to both kickers from both teams. Buckner setting the all-time Super Bowl record, but Moody right before him setting the record, and then getting his record broke. But he was a part of it. Let's see if we got Alexis back. Say something, girl.
Hello.
Gotcha. Go ahead and introduce yourself, girl. Go ahead.
I feel like I need to in this moment because it's Chiefs Kingdom. That's it. That's all. Those 3 rings. Like, I mean, that's it. Look at there. Ooh, look, Sneak got my corner. You feel me? That's how we was going. Go ahead, proceed. You were saying what happened?
Oh, look, and I'm gonna let you be the one to talk your shit tonight because we did have we had picks. We had final picks for the final game, and surprisingly, this time around, we had more people that actually came over and picked the Kansas City Chiefs. I know we got a few people that aren't here tonight, but we had Thomas, Mr. Thomas Hall. He picked KC. Alexis, obviously, you had KC. Rob actually switched over and picked KC. Devno stuck with the 49ers. And then, I picked KC also. So that was actually one of the rare times this season that majority of us actually picked the winner, because a lot of times we were split. And I think that's the beauty of having a show like this. Everybody got their own opinion about who they think will win or not. But we were more in line on that one. But back to the we were at the third quarter, y'all. Kansas City made it roar back, but then we got to the fourth, and once again, shout out to the kickers, because they went out there and kicked the shit out of that ball. They kicked it from real far away.
But hold on. Not shout out to the kickers. Because I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get better on my cussing and not cussing so much. I'm trying, but see, little shit like that take me back. I be feeling like Michael Corleone. As soon as I think I'm out, they pull me right back in with that bullshit. Talk about kickers. It's only one championship kicker. His name is Harrison Buckner, and that's it. Nobody give a fuck about him, what he did at first. When at the end, Buckner made a 57-yard field goal in the Super Bowl, the longest one in Super Bowl history. No, we don't mention losers like that. Nobody talks about who almost won. Oh yeah, I almost did the longest yard, and then what happened? You lost. So.
What was all that energy when I was talking my shit the game night? Well, I needed all that energy then. I'm trying to be calm and nice.
Because I told you, and I was kind of mellowed out because, you know what I'm saying? Look, I had the Super Bowl party, so I was a little mellowed out that night. But today, though, because, today.
I ain't going to hold you.
Today. Look, it's 2 for 2 Tuesday. 2 back-to-back Super Bowl rings. Tuesday. That's why we hype. Carry on.
We are going to be coming for a third half.
For the 3-peat.
Chelsea, Andy, he done put everybody on notice. And we got my boy Rob up in the building. Shout out to Rob. Rob, let him know what it is, sir.
No, what up, though? Hold on. Where my background at?
Yeah, where your background? I was like, I know you ain't take it. Look, you don't need it up tonight.
Nah, fuck all that. I'll be back.
Nah. It's okay, boy. Cause you gonna be alright tonight. You ain't gotta have your background.
He said, fuck Alexis. He said, I'll be back when I get my background. I ain't even gonna hold him. But
hey.
Check it out. Hey,
but no, you ain't gonna give me no credit on my improv right there when he talk about his background. I came in with the Usher music, and Usher did the dopest Super Bowl.
Now, a lot of people were saying that. I didn't get to see it.
Yeah, I heard you saying that stuff. I don't know what was wrong with you. And I had told you 5:30, and you be acting like you in Georgia. Georgia is an hour ahead, not y'all.
I know, man. It blew my mind the way it went down, because like literally I was cooking food, and I had the TV on the game. It was like Super Bowl on the game. It must have been rewinded, or it picked up where it originally started, and I tuned into it late, because by the time halftime was over, man, I was like, I got an alert about old buddy running on the field tearing his Achilles, and you know that happened before the game even started. I was like, he tore his Achilles. The game gotta be on. I hit the button, fast forward, man, we already down. I was mad about it. But
Hey, so look, I had my projector up and everything, and I have well, the speakers, they could be Bluetooth, or you can hook them up either way. And they came with a subwoofer, boy, and I'm telling you, look, I went outside to have my grown-up time with the other parents that were there, and my sister's like, "Oh, the halftime show about to come on." Shoot, I ran out there. Look, like, wait a minute, let me hook up the subwoofer on it, and with the projector, boy, it felt like we was in there knowing all the songs, man. Like, my greatest one, like, okay, I give Michael Jackson his flowers because he MJ. And at the time that MJ did it, they didn't have all the bells and whistles that they continued to have over the years when it came to the halftime shows. But boy, like, I think, like, man,
just go ahead and tell me.
Now, I will rank.
What do you rank it?
I rank Usher. It's Prince, Usher, MJ, Beyonce, and Bruno Mars when they did this, and Coldplay. Coldplay was just there, but he was there, so I'll put his name on the list.
Don't forget about Janet Titty.
No, we ain't giving for no titties. We ain't giving for no titties. I mean, Usher was out there with
top 3 shit.
Nah, Usher was out there doing the whole thing with his shirt off. Like, boy, ain't nobody worried about Janet Jackson titty. Like, ain't nobody worried. You don't put Janet Jackson titty. That's what I'm saying. Like, her brother, you can't put Janet and Justin Timberlake. Who doing that? Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, Usher had the best take. Usher had the best take on the Shannon Sharp show when he said that when Prince did the halftime show, and at the end when he did Purple Rain and it started raining, that was no like effects. They ain't make that happen. Like, it started raining actually, and in that moment everybody knew that God was a Prince fan. So
stop with all that super. You knew they knew it was gonna rain that day. He probably timed it up like
no. If you gonna put Janet Titty up there, I have the right to say that God is a Prince fan if we're throwing Janet Titty on the list. There's no way.
That man said, "Don't bring me into this. I ain't got nothing to do with this."
No, he do. Like, can't nobody else make that happen. But anyway, so Prince, Usher, MJ, Beyonce, Bruno Mars, and company, and then whoever else y'all want to put. Don't matter.
Where he go? I gotta go to Rob. Rob, introduce yourself first. Let the people know where to find you at and shit, and then give me your ranking. What do you rank the halftime show? Scale of 1 to 10.
You know what I'm saying? Big back for life. You know what I'm saying? Sports Talk with Rob coming back soon. Ranking is top 5 for sure. I mean, I don't know about a particular order, but Michael Jackson, I mean, that shit was crazy. Then, I mean, the motherfucker was like one way on the left, and he was on the right, and he was on the north side, south side. Nigga, that even though it was obvious more than one person, but shit.
But they didn't have all the effects and stuff that they have now, though.
Yeah, that shit was still hard. It's just the fact. You understand, Michael Jackson looked at the crowd about a good 5 minutes after that, just staring at the crowd, and they were still screaming. And they were like, "Oh yeah, this is a bad motherfucker here." I'm putting Janet Titty in there, just the fact, just for the culture. That shit happened. That shit happened when I was in like 6th grade. I was like,
Gotta
oh
see your
wow,
first titty.
yeah. It
First
was like
titty
wow,
on TV.
celebrities. You know, it might not be new for you new cats out right now because y'all got Twitter, Instagram. You know, it's for JJ everywhere now. But back in them days, it was a big deal. You know what I'm saying? And Janet Jackson at that.
And not just any titty. It was Janet
It was
titty.
Janet
Like,
City. Nice. Yeah. But number 3. There's a lot of halftimes.
A lot of halftime shows. That's how I'm surprised y'all are ranking them. I just said give me scale of 1 to 10. What you give this one?
Oh, that's
Alexis came out with a whole
okay.
list.
I'm sorry. I thought, my bad.
This scale of 1 to 10. Oh, that was amazing. I mean, I know a lot of people say
I give it a 10.
you can't give nobody 10 out of 10, but I think it's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
10 out of 10.
I agree.
So that's two 10s right there. I might need to go watch it. I missed the whole thing. All I kept hearing was people talk about Usher touching or something with Alicia Keys or something like that. I don't
Yeah, but
know. I don't know
Look,
what all that was.
I made a joke
Don't
about
leave
it.
the girl around me.
I made a joke about it, like on Facebook, like, oh yeah, I know this nigga Swiss stripping, but let's keep it real. They entertainer, they artists, bro. There's no different if you marry an actress and she gotta take a role that she gotta kiss a man or something. So people like, and people didn't understand. Like people say, "Oh, that's fucked up." Nigga, these are celebrities. When are people gonna realize they don't live by the same rules that us regular people do? All right,
As regular folks.
That's why they call Holly weird. You know what I'm saying? They do shit that's not acceptable. You know what I'm saying, to the average Joe. And plus, they artists. I mean, and Swiss, he's an artist, so he understand. You know what I'm saying? Alicia is in a relationship, man. Usher's in a relationship. All right.
Who else you dating?
Huh?
Who else you dating?
Well, it's obvious it's been low key because they just announced earlier today he decided to marry his longtime girlfriend. So I don't know who this.
Yeah, I'm about to say because I always like Usher always be keeping his like that's one person who relationships you don't really hear about. Now we know Alicia Keys married to Swiss Beats, so I look. I didn't see the halftime show once again, so I just saw some people talking about it. But look, y'all both gave me 10s on the halftime show. Now, what's up?
Now I would say, we don't need to be reminded, but it just continue to remind us, hey, Usher, he one of the ones, man. You think about male entertainers. I mean, Michael Jackson, he in his own lane, but if you got to name a top 3 entertainer from the males, gotta be Usher. It gotta be Mike, Usher, and Chris Brown. So
I'm about to say, C Breezy got to be in there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Girl, why are you making that face? C Breezy better than Usher.
Depends what we're talking about.
Said it.
Dancing wise, yes, I would say that, but singing wise, Usher got it.
Yeah,
Man,
definitely.
I think Chris Brown got more hits. Well, Chris Brown, I'll say this.
Whoa.
I'll keep saying it.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna say this real quick. Chris Brown got his way into the game. Remember, Usher came out with Confessions Part 2. Y'all remember Confessions Part 2? After that, Usher didn't release an album for like fucking 5-6 years. That's when Chris Brown came into the game. No, I'm saying that's when Chris Brown came into the game, and Chris Brown ain't stopped. Chris Brown been nonstop since he started. Kind of like how when Lil Wayne took a break and Drake came in the game. Drake ain't stopped. Almost every year to every other 2 years, you get an album.
Because Lil Wayne, there's certain artists that are at that level to where they don't have to do all of that. Usher been doing this.
I ain't holding that.
Usher been doing this since he was a little kid. Like a little kid.
I like Usher, man, but I like Chris Brown more.
Well, and then the fact that y'all keep disrespecting Prince. Prince can sing in any octave. He can play every freaking instrument. And he's not a bad dancer either.
Look,
y'all be
care about all that. Look.
Prince
is Prince. Look, Prince is Prince, but I can't respect the man that literally had me confused about if he was gay or not. I'm just
Oh,
being
but
honest with you. He
you
got
can
good
respect a
music.
man who you don't know if he had little kids in his bed. See, y'all niggas be on other.
Wait a minute. I ain't with Jay with that shit. Look, I don't listen to Prince. He just not my cup of tea when it comes
He
to
ain't my
music.
cup of tea either.
Yeah, it's
I
like
like
I don't
Purple
care
Rain,
about.
though.
I mean, I don't care if the nigga was gay or not. You know what I'm saying? But I do respect
I don't
him
think he
as an
was.
artist. I think I will respect him as a GOAT. You know what I'm saying? But somebody that I will listen to, I more so listen to Michael, Chris Brown, and Usher.
No, look, I ain't hating on Prince,
Yo,
girl.
y'all
I don't know
listen to
why
a lot of Prince.
you
Y'all
coming with all
did.
that
Y'all just
smoke.
didn't
No,
know
we
that he wrote the
didn't.
song. Y'all
No,
just didn't know he wrote the song. So
It ain't about that. Look, you can
no,
like
I'm
Prince.
just saying. I'm making a
Prince.
point. He said
Bird.
that he don't listen to a lot of Prince, and all I'm saying is that he wrote a lot of songs, so you may not known that it was his song that he wrote for that artist, and you was listening to
Why
it.
you
That's
can't
all.
count that then? You can't. We ain't counting all
You
that. 'Cause then
can.
you'll say,
You
no, I'm
can.
saying, cause no, I ain't saying that. Alexa, I think you counting it on taking away from their talent or something like that.
Yeah.
That ain't Prince's song because somebody else seen it. If that's the case, then say half of Beyonce songs, those are Neo songs.
Yeah.
Half of
Let's be
Beyonce
real.
songs,
And
they are
Alicia Keys,
written. This is
and
what you
Usher.
say. Half of Beyonce songs have been written by Neo. That's what you say.
A lot of her songs. A lot of
So
her songs
you're
are written by Neo.
listening to the mind and the craftiness of the artist Neo, who's
Yeah.
able to know and say, "Oh, this person would sound good
Not
singing."
arguing that. Not arguing that.
Anyway,
at all.
okay,
I'm saying though,
you're right. I'm a
you
female.
don't refer to those Beyonce songs. You don't refer to her songs as Neo songs. You refer to them as Beyonce songs. That's what I'm saying. Like when you saying Prince wrote all these songs, that's fine and dandy. People really know Prince for when Prince did his song. He sung his own song and performed it. That's what most people know Prince for. Not for all the songs he wrote for somebody else.
This nigga wrote the Happy Feet song. Yeah, but anyway,
Yeah,
I'm a
that
female.
shit,
I'm a
man.
female, and I'm being emotional because I
know.
really like Prince. But go
That's
ahead.
cool, man.
So
That's cool.
the halftime show was awesome, and then what?
Good God Almighty, this girl loves Prince.
I mean,
Look,
I would
man.
say this: Usher saved the damn Super Bowl because that game was fucking boring.
He did. Woo! Hey, yo, did you see his JD shot?
Huh?
Y'all see JD shot?
We ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that right now. He goes, because I want to get Rob opinion. So Rob told me that the game was boring to him. Tell me why it was boring to you. Because I was going to ask both of y'all to grade the Super Bowl on the scale of 1 to 10. Take out the halftime show.
Wasn't in it.
No, thank you very much.
Hey, first off, tell me, give me a grade 1 through 10, and then tell me why.
I give it a C overall because it didn't start really get competitive.
Well, what's a C?
The game.
You know what I'm saying? What's a C? What number would that be?
Oh, you said 10. Number. Okay, you said scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 5. No, I'll give it a 6 because it got competitive in the fourth quarter towards overtime. But
all right. And why? Why 6?
I mean, it was a slow ass first half, and then I feel like 49ers, like they offense, like they stopped going away what was working for them. You know, I don't know why they stopped running the ball like they did in the first half. Patrick Mahomes, they did a pretty good job Patrick Mahomes in the first half. So I don't know. It was just a slow start. Like I said, they didn't really get competitive to the second half of the season. And the Chiefs was a lot of 3-and-outs. Which you're not used to with the Chiefs. A lot of 3-and-outs. And they had like a couple fumbles. Sort of 49ers. So I feel like the first half was just both teams. It was just it was kind of sloppy looking. And then, like I said, towards the second half, that's when they start picking it up. So.
All right. So Rob with a 6. Alexis, scale of 1 to 10. What you give it and why?
And then hold on. Wait a minute.
Okay, go ahead.
And then I was getting irritated the whole fucking time because they kept just showing Taylor Swift and Ice Spice.
I knew you was going to
I'm like, damn, nigga, are they hosting the goddamn Super Bowl? The hell?
Well, you know why they doing that.
God damn, man. And they look like they didn't even know what the hell was going on. Their reaction just seems so bland and fake. Like it's like somebody tell them, "Hey, celebrate, the cameras on you." It's like,
Hey, Rob, you know what you sound like to me when you said the Taylor Swift. I was hoping you ain't say the Taylor Swift shit, but you know what you sound like to me. You go laugh at this. You sound like them same people that was complaining about people kneeling when they didn't even watch the national anthem. Because I'm like, look, honestly, out of all the games we watch in football, we don't really care about when they show people in the stands. But it's been this Taylor Swift shit all year. And I'm like, don't nobody really care about that Taylor Swift shit. Like, that's the NFL trying to drum up support to get young girls and young dudes that watch, they like Taylor Swift. They trying to, look, Taylor Swift watches football. Look, she's at the game. She's at the game. That's all they doing it for. And that just shows you the media is trying to get as much money as they possibly can out of anything. Because that girl, I just ignored it. I laughed, though, when they did turn it to her that one time. She was over there trying to chug a beer or something. I was like, look at that slow drinking asshole. Drink that shit. But look, I feel you on that shit, though. I feel you, because a lot of people been saying that shit, too.
Like, literally, it's like whatever they did. Every first down, touchdown, field goal, like every move.
Yeah, every play, they made sure they panned over there.
But it is what it is, man.
It is what it is. All right, now here you go. Alexis, you up. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give the game and why? Why she over here playing on the phone? Uh-oh. Say something. You breaking up. I don't know what the hell you breaking up for. You sounded so good. She talking real fast. Okay, she gonna come back in. Look, me personally, I'm gonna tell you, I give the game, cause look, I grew up with both generations and being around both folks. Like the new generation, the new younger people, we like scoring. We like to see a lot of scoring. We like to see up and down, points on the board. And then I also got that side of me because I grew up with my granddad and my pops, where it's all about that defense, I'll give it to you. The first half, it was very slow. But I called the first half was just straight up solid defense with no offense. It was you got that one Brock Purdy. Well, it wasn't even Brock Purdy that threw the pass. You got that one receiver that threw the pass for the touchdown, and then you had 2 field goals. It was a lot of defense being played out there because the amount of fumbles, I've never seen that many fumbles in the first half, let alone how many fumbles they actually had for the entire game. And let it be the Super Bowl. It was a lot of defense played in that shit. But the second half, that's when it really, look, it started to make me feel like a classic Mahomes, Josh Allen matchup, Buffalo Chiefs matchup. You know how those games always come down to the last possession, the last drive, every time they play each other. And I started getting me into that mindset. All in all, though, man, look, I gave that one an 8. I gave it an 8 because obviously my team was in it, but it was interesting, man. The shit went to overtime, man. It went to overtime, and you got to see both teams get the ball because you remember they changed the rule because of Kansas City a few years ago when they beat Buffalo with them 13 seconds. So they changed the rule up. So now we get to see both teams get a possession and go down there, and we got to see it, man. That game, we got extra time. And I will say, Mahomes, you got to be a little bit better, buddy. Because we should have won that in regulation if you would have hit my boy Rashid Rice up the middle instead of trying to go to Kelsey. But Kelsey was helping us out a lot during that game, so I ain't going to hold it. But Alexis, back to you. Say something.
Can you hear me?
There we go. All right, now. Before you go, I do want to say shout out to Miss Infinite. She says she's listening while making dinner. You do that thing, girl. She know how to keep a man. We got Hurricane up in the building too. He said a lot of things, but he said classic Illuminati rigged game. Shut that shit up, Hurricane. Don't nobody want to hear that bullshit. But go ahead, Alexis. Go on, give me your thoughts. Scale of 1 to 10 and why.
I give it a 10 out of 10.
That's kind
He said that shit so quick.
But you know what I'm saying? Just like I could say that he didn't like it because his team wasn't in it. Boo hoo. The same team, the first week of the season, he was all in his bag acting like they were going to go to the Super Bowl. Where the hell they were at? On the same, now I ain't going to say the same, but that's your team, so I'm going to say the same. On the same damn couch that you were sitting on. So, if I say I believe that it was a 10 out of 10, then it was a 10 out of 10.
It was
Because
better than last year.
my team
Better
was
than
in the
last
Super Bowl.
Was it
What?
better than last year? Was it better than last year?
She think it was, in my opinion.
The only thing that makes last year's better than this year's is that it was two black super quarterbacks, both of them from Texas. So that and the whole storyline in that was awesome. I mean, from the two quarterbacks, the Kelsey brothers. So the whole story of that was awesome. However, I still, because I wasn't really too like excited about the Rihanna halftime. I didn't. I mean, I had a Super
Girl, we
Bowl
talking
party,
about the
so
game. We ain't talking about no
Game.
halftime. The
Game.
game.
no, but
The
I'm
game.
saying like he brought up last year's game, so I'm saying like
Yeah, just
I'm
the
giving,
game. Just the game.
but no, I'm about to. That's what I'm going into. Listen, so this game, because everything from me was top to bottom, my team being in the Super Bowl, this was the actual Super Bowl rematch, and that's what I'm going into because everybody always try to be like, oh, if you play that team in the next season, they're always calling that. No, this was an official Super Bowl rematch. So that itself was awesome. And it was number 58. Shout out to Derek Thomas. So, and I could sit there and sing all the Usher songs. I wasn't able to really sit there and sing all the Rihanna songs. So, and then the comeback hit.
Everything.
The comeback, not even that. He ain't a kid no more. He a grown ass man. The comeback grown ass man. He came back. Y'all was mad, especially Rob. Especially. And we won the Super Bowl. They said we couldn't do it. We had this average team, all this other shit. And where we at? Champions. Everybody always got something to say.
I'm just saying it wasn't a 10 out of 10. You can stop.
No, it was.
It ain't
It
got shit
was.
to do with my team not in there or none. That shit ain't.
Look.
That shit wasn't better. That shit wasn't better than last year. Everything
Yo.
from that Super Bowl.
Yo, but
commercial
that's your
for the game
opinion.
except for the halftime show, was not that good. You cannot.
And-
I get it. It's your team.
Rob,
But a 10 out of 10.
Rob, when you was talking,
Alexis, let
Rob,
me
you
finish.
was talking,
Damn.
you gave it a 5, then you gave it a 6. I ain't even mad at you. So if I say that I feel it was a 10 out of 10, then that's what I feel. I didn't feel no way about your 6. Yo, converted. What's your boy say? Your adjustable 5. You went from a 5 to a 6 on your thing. I said nothing. If I'm saying that I felt it was a 10 out of 10, then that's what I felt. 10 out of 10, Jay. Continue.
I'll let Rob get up in there real quick, like.
Go ahead, Rob.
Damn.
Nah,
Good God
that's
almighty.
what I gotta say. I just saying
Look.
that 10 out of 10, and that's a little outrageous. Like,
It's hard
That's
for me
your
to give
opinion.
anything. It's hard for me to give anything a 10. I ain't gonna hold you. Alexis got her grade, but look, I actually do think it was better than last year's. I think it was better than the Eagles Chiefs matchup. Cause this look, dude, it went to overtime, and it literally we barely got to overtime. It was only 20 seconds on the clock after Kansas City tied it up. Like the last year in the Eagles game, that game was won in regulation. It was another comeback, but man, they gave me extra time. That extended my NFL season just a little bit longer. Just gave me a little bit more. They could have gave me a heart attack too, but it extended it. But I gotta get some QB grades from y'all. We gotta start off with Purdy, man. I've been saying it, and I'm gonna keep saying it. Shout out to Brock Purdy. San Francisco, I did not like the way that y'all did Trey Lance. And honestly, I really don't like the way y'all did Trey Lance. But It looked like it worked out for you because you found your guy. You got your guy. I'm advocating Brock Purdy gonna get a contract from them, but it's gonna be very interesting to see what that team actually does once they pay him because they gonna lose Debo. They might lose Kittle. They
They
gonna
already
get it.
paid Debo.
Yeah, remember, but Debo was the one that they didn't want to really pay.
So he there for a while though. They gave him his bread.
Yeah,
right?
I think he there for I think they gave him a 4-year deal.
And so
Or 4. He might got 5. I'm not sure. But their team is gonna change once they pay Purdy. But good thing they don't have to pay him next year. They have to pay him the year after that. Cause you ain't gotta pay a motherfucker within their first 2 years, first 3 years. But I need a grade. Scale of 1 to 10 for Brock Purdy. I'll start off with Miss Alexis. And tell me why, but keep it short.
Okay.
Tell me why, but keep it short.
I'm gonna give Brock Purdy B minus.
Girl, I need a number.
Oh,
Number. Y'all can
you
give me
said
letter
grade?
grade. Yeah.
You said
1 through
grade?
10.
You said great.
So
Yeah,
anyway,
1 through
I'm
10.
gonna
Give
give
me a grade 1 through 10.
I'm gonna rate him a 7, but adjustable to an 8.
This girl terrible. And why 7 adjustable 8?
Because man, his whole story, and honestly, it wasn't his fault with the ending. That was coaching. That was him. So, I mean, I really feel that Brock Purdy has proven himself and played his ass off in that Super Bowl. He played his ass off, and he played his ass off throughout the regular season, knocking off all the other QBs that people was like, oh man, look, Brock Purdy, respect. I you know what I'm saying? I can't give him an A+, but B minus, 7 adjustable 8.
All right. Going to you, Sir Rob. Give me your grade on Purdy 1 through 10 and why.
Can we do points and shit? Like I was gonna say 6.5.
That'll work. That'll work. 6.5.
Not and it ain't got really necessary to be about him because honestly, I think he played a pretty good game. I think his skilled players had a hard time getting open. Debo, he didn't have that much production like that. I know he was dealing with a groin or hamstring, whatever, during the game, but he couldn't get to me. He wasn't getting open like that. Kittle's, he was just a non-factor that game. I don't know what the hell was going on with Kittle. Purdy made some good throws, made some plays, but it may all boil down to and you could, like Alexis say, you could look at coaching as well. Kyle Shanahan, 0-3 is crazy, but it boiled down. Can you execute at the end of the game? I mean, over time. I know you want to play it safe, but the Super Bowl, you got to get 7 points up there. And honestly, I would say I blame both coach and the quarterback. It boils down to execution at the end of the day. It's probably not fair, but if this is Mahomes, they would have criticized him. If it was Brady, they would have criticized him. So, you got to be fair with Purdy. It boiled down to execution. And I feel like he didn't, towards the end of the game, he didn't execute when the team needed. So, but I give him a 6.5. His first Super Bowl. So yeah.
All right, I ain't gonna hold that. I think I'm following. I'm falling right in between both of y'all. I'm giving them a 7. I'm giving them 7, especially for him. His first full year starting, making it to the Super Bowl. He gets that little nod. But actually, what he did in the game, he didn't make. And I'm saying it because he didn't have any turnovers. He didn't make a mistake. He didn't cost them the game. That's one thing I'm keep saying. He didn't cost them the game, and he had maybe probably like 2 plays where I was like, uh-oh. But he had a lot of, man, y'all better get that dude. Like, I'm sitting here yelling at my TV because he had one play where Chris Jones blew the play up. Shout out to Chris Jones. We need to make sure we get him re-signed. He blew the play up, and it was in the 4th. I think it was that last drive before they went down there. That last time they scored in regulation, he broke out, hit the sideline, ran up like he was gonna run, slid back, and then threw a motherfucking dart in the corner. I'm like, y'all better do something about this boy right now, because he looking like he's starting to heat up. And I'm not even gonna hold him for a lot of the plays. Like a lot of people say he had this guy open, because I watched a lot of the film after the fact. I watched the game over a couple times. They said he had people open, but I think a lot of the people that keep saying they had him open. Remember, this dude's first year fully starting, second year actually in the league for real. Spagnuolo was dialing up blitzes on him on plays that they did not expect blitzes. I'm talking about 3rd and 2 on like the 7. You thinking that they gonna guard the run? No, they blitzing your ass. That ball having to come out of his hands quick, and the line getting their hands up because they knocked down. Kansas City was the number 1 team to bat down balls at the line, and they batted down a lot of balls in that game. Thank God they batted down a lot of balls because he had people open when he actually got it out of his hand. So I'm giving him a 7. I fall in between. He didn't get the job done, but hey, look, you had me over here worried for a little bit, Purdy. So I'm gonna give you props on that one. But next up, we got one more quarterback we got to talk about. Patrick Mahomes. I'm just say Patrick Mahomes. I ain't gonna go down the line because I know Alexis gonna go down the line. But
Go down the line of what?
Here we go. I need to know for Patrick Mahomes, what grade do you give him on a scale of 1 to 10? Because we're doing 1 to 10s all night tonight. 1 to 10, and why?
I'm gonna give 2 answers. They quick. 10 because it's Patrick Mahomes and that's my team and I'm biased. I've been riding with the Chiefs for years. 5 because the defense.
Oh my God.
And even he said it, he was like, he's been talking about that defense all year. So I give my dude an honest 5, but a biased 10.
Damn. All right. Going to Rob. What's your grade for Pat Mahomes and why?
I give him an 8. Like you say, he had a slow first half. I think it's been I've been saying this all season. For what he have on that team on the offensive end, I mean, it's very impressive. I think especially they did a good job, and I don't see many teams do that. They did a good job putting pressure on Pat Mahomes. And I mean pressure. I mean not almost got him, like actually sacking him. If Kansas City, if they need to do 1 or 2 things, I know people say they need some receivers, but they need to really address that O-line. Because man, Tony, he shouldn't have to always extend the play with his feet. And I feel like I don't like that him moving forward the older he get. I mean, I give him an 8. Like you say, he came out in the second half. He kept the game close. I mean, the defense kept the game close, but you know what? He came up when they needed the most. Shit. He had an all right game, but that last drive when 49ers went to that field goal, there was nothing. I guarantee, like, oh yeah, I'm scoring right here. There's no if and buts about it. Like I said about Josh Purdy, the difference between good quarterback and the greats, they execute when you need them to execute. All right, and another criticize, for Purdy to have better talent on the offensive side. That shit don't matter to Patrick Mahomes. All right, so I'm gonna give him a solid 8. You know what I'm saying? And that last drive, I don't know if it was too easy, but man, 49ers just looked like they just didn't know what the hell they want to do. They just looked so damn unorganized. But
they said they didn't know about the overtime rules.
Yeah, but I think that's cap too. I mean, shit. If it's overtime, goddamn, you go for the damn touchdown. Dealing with Patrick Mahomes. So, but yeah, I give him an 8.
Well, look, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm actually look. Interceptions count against you. Interceptions count against you. I don't care if they cost you the game or they didn't cost you the game. They count against you. And that was a self-inflicted wound. So I got to give him an 8.5. Give him an 8.5 on this game. Because honestly, I'm going to say it. That was his best Super Bowl so far. Out of the 3 he's won, including the one he lost. Stat-wise, he put up the best numbers in that one. 333 yards, 2 TDs. Yeah, he had the 1 interception. The dude almost had 100 QB rating for the game. Passed over 80. I think it was like 89.3% passing. Like, so he wasn't missing on his passes, and the passes that he did miss, a few of those. I think they had 3 drops in the game. But I give him a 8.5, and I would have gave him a 9 or 9.5 if he didn't throw the interception, because we talked about 2 drives. Like, there's 2 main drives you can talk about with him for that game that really let you know he's that guy. The final drive when they needed to go down that field and score a touchdown. I mean, when they needed to get that field goal to send it to overtime. And then that final drive he had in overtime. Because I don't know if a lot of people know it, but if you look at 4th down conversions for the Chiefs or 3rd down conversions, a lot of those was him. And he used his legs. A lot of people don't think Pat Mahomes can scoop. And it's the same way that they didn't think Aaron Rodgers could scoop. And Aaron Rodgers led the league in rushing for a lot of years before Lamar got up in there. The boy saved us. He literally saved us. Them plays broke down. He got his butt outside of the pocket and he went and got it himself. I can't give him nothing but the props. Like, y'all already know what I call him. I call him GOAT Mahomes. I think some people are starting to come around to it. I even seen some of the analysts starting to say he ain't the GOAT yet, but you know, he's the best of this era and he's the best we've ever seen so far starting. And I'm like, all right, y'all getting there. But I'm giving him an 8.5 because man, the dude's just he's just something else. He's something else. We ain't seen nothing like this before. And I know there's some people that don't like him, but we really ain't seen nobody like this guy before, playing the position the way he plays it. And to have for him to be the age that he is, man, he's only 28 years old. He's really mature beyond his years for having this amount of pressure. And look, you just look at his family. Look at his wife, look at his brother, look at his dad. Seemed like the stupid stick hit everybody except Patrick. For some reason, I don't know what's going on. But man, look, once again, shout out to both of the quarterbacks, man. Shout out to both of the quarterbacks in the game. Shout out to Mahomes, obviously, because, you know, he brought that thing home for us. I needed that. It's been a long season of hearing some shit being said. So I did need that. I needed that. That was just like, you know, them Italian people, when they get done cooking some food and shit, they be like, mwah. That shit was just beautiful, man. It's just fucking beautiful. But we do got to talk about we got the Super Bowl out of the way. That Super Bowl's good. We going with that. Next season, man. With this season that just passed, we saw a lot of people step up. We saw a lot of new teams that are gonna be in contention in the NFC, contention in the AFC. It's like, I think the NFL is in really good hands. I was listening to Sports Talk Radio this morning, and I was listening to some of the old heads talk. And this is what lets me know them people need to just go on here and shut the fuck up sometimes. But it's like, yeah, I just don't see the attraction of the NFL like it used to be. Like, we used to have the Drew Breeses and the Peyton Mannings and the Tom Brady's. Now, you know, it's just really just like Mahomes. And I'm like, these people couldn't be any wronger than what they are right now. Because I think the NFL is in very good hands with a lot of these quarterbacks. From Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. I think he proved himself this year. I think a lot of that doubt's gone away from him. Jared Goff. We got a new contender in the North.
Facts.
In the Lions. We got a new contender out there. We got CJ Stroud coming out of nowhere. We didn't think nothing of the Texans. They might be something. You still got Lamar over there, just won his second MVP. You got a lot of teams with a lot of good quarterbacks. Look, you just straight up got good quarterback play across the board, and I don't ever remember it being at this level. So for all the old heads that sit around and say that the NFL's in bad hands, I call cap, because honestly, I think the road, if Mahomes ever really wants to try to catch Brady, I think his role might be a little bit harder when it comes to the QB play, not to mention the defenses that are already out there. But I want to ask y'all, out of the NFC, let's start with the NFC first. Give me the 4 teams you think will be there in the playoffs by the end of the year, just from what you saw this year. And I'm starting out with you, Rob. Let you go first.
You know, we got the Lions. Sorry, no. But no,
Lions. Say, man, don't be pulling no die line around here.
All right, no, for sure the Lions though.
All right,
for sure my Lions. Yeah, I said this season, and you might disagree with me, but I felt like, I was being humble just a little bit because, all right, I knew the potential. All right, so I just want to be like, all right, I just want the division win and the playoff win, and I'm cool. And I know I said that, but God damn it, that NFC Championship, the fact that we were just there, that shit just hurt, and I don't want it all. All right, so this upcoming season, it's gonna be real bad because I'm gonna be talking like crazy. But I got the Lions.
Please don't do that again.
Oh yeah,
I was the one trying to humble you early in the season.
Yeah, but buddy, you know what? We should have just won the first round and lost the next round. And when we went to the NFC Championship,
you a glutton for punishment, man.
Now we about to turn up.
You a glutton for punishment. I ain't gonna hold you.
I can't wait to training camp. God damn it! But no, you got the Lions. Look, till somebody knock them off, I would say the 49ers.
All right.
Because I feel like they're gonna still have their main core there. Trying to see. I think I want to say Philly, but I'm away on Philly. I just got to see. I didn't like how they played this past season.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give respect to the Packers.
All right.
Jordan Love. I don't know if I shouldn't be biased, but I guess the Cowboys.
All right.
I don't want to be. I want to just take them off because I know they ain't gonna do shit. That's 3. You said what? 4?
No, that's your 4. That's your 4 right there.
I know I'm missing some teams though.
Yeah, you said the Lions, you said the Packers, you got the 49ers, and you got the Cowboys. I'm not knocking that list. I'm not knocking that list at all.
Yeah.
All right, Alexis, I know you don't deal in the NFC or nothing like that, but I gotta ask.
I gotta think some more though. Maybe I'll change it later.
All right. Is Alexis there? All right. Alexis ain't there. She playing with the kids. Man, look, in the NFC, look, I got you.
No, I'm here. My bad, I was muted.
Okay. All right. Check it. 4 teams you think will be back vying for the championship next year in the NFC.
Exactly who Rob said.
All right. Hey, girl said, I don't care about no NFC. Look, I ain't even going to hold them. I have the Lions. I have the 49ers. I'm not even gonna hold you, Rob. I'm gonna join you over there with the Cowboys.
Yeah,
but I can't put the Eagles in there. And I am very reluctant right now to put the Packers in there because I just don't know yet. Like, I'm not 100% sold if they're gonna be able to do that shit again. So I gotta pick another team. I'm trying to think who else out there in the NFC.
You know what? I just thought of some teams real quick.
All right, hit me with it.
I think honestly, the Rams could possibly do something. I think they could be better. I ain't gonna lie. After seeing Puka, actually, I knew what he did during the season, but actually watched him play when they play us in the playoffs. Yeah, he the real deal. I'm getting that.
That boy dangerous. He dangerous.
Yeah, I would say the Rams, NFC. The Jets and the AFC, right? Yeah, which is crazy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with that.
All right, and guess what? With you naming the Rams, I like that pick. Because I kind of slept on Stafford. I thought he was like a little bit. He was starting to miss a step, but he showed because they made a push towards the end of the season. And honestly, they gave y'all a really good game.
Yeah,
They
they
gave
did.
y'all a really good game. Look, it made me pull up video showing that they was holding and shit. This is just to put a point across, but they put up a good game. So yeah, that'll be my 4 NFC teams. I'll take the Rams. I'll take the 49ers. I'll take the Lions.
What about the Buccaneers?
I ain't taking them. Like, look, shout out to Baker. I hope he get his contract, man. I hope he get his contract. I know he did enough, in my opinion, to get one, maybe 2-3 years. But that team is aging, and the best thing he got going for him over there is Mike Evans, and I don't think that's gonna be enough for them to. They really challenge some other people.
I think he's gonna be gone after this. Oh, Seattle maybe Seattle.
And they disappointed me. That's why I was thinking about them, but I wasn't even gonna say them because I'm like, Gino, they got a mindset about you and your season that you had last season. You surprised everybody the year before. They were looking for you to duplicate that or at least do something close to it. He didn't do it. He actually regressed. It was a bad year. It was a down year for him. So I have to wait and see on him too. Him and the Seahawks. But
well, Vikings, I feel like if it wasn't for injuries, losing Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. Oh, Kirk Cousins was hot. Yeah, in the beginning of the season, Kirk Cousins was going to be an MVP. He was an MVP candidate the way he started the season off. They just ain't got no defense. That's my biggest problem with them.
And Justin Jefferson, he missed 8 games and still managed to get 1,000 yards. Lord have mercy.
That lets you know he's still top 2. At least in my book, top 2 in the NFL at receiving.
Shit, he's the best receiver. Shit, in my eyes.
I still take Tyreek over. I take Tyreek for the speed. But when it comes to hands, I can't hold you. Justin Jefferson got better hands. He make crazier catches, and he got a bigger body frame, so jump balls is always open for him. Tyreek, like, he just going to burn your ass. He just going to burn you and get deep. So I love the little. He's perfect for a dink and dunk quarterback or a quarterback that knows how to dink and dunk. He just get in spaces and just open up. But I think it's more of a preference. But I will say Justin Jefferson does have better hands, like clearly better hands. But I got to ask y'all about the AFC, man. We got to talk about the AFC. What 4 final teams do you see being in there? And I'm gonna go to Alexis first because Alexis, you should know the AFC.
I say Kansas City Chiefs.
I say, boy.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City Chiefs. Nah.
Oh my God! You and Rob with this dialogue shit.
Okay, listen. Kansas City Chiefs. Maybe those ugly birds.
The ugly birds.
Yeah, the crows.
Who you talking about? Oh, you talking about the Ravens?
So them, maybe Cincinnati, and let me throw somebody out there.
AFC is tough.
Let me start. Yeah. And maybe Josh Allen.
Yeah, AFC is tough.
All right, I ain't gonna hold that. I like the picks. All right, so you had the Chiefs, you had the Bengals, you had the Ravens, and the Bills. All right, I like that. I like those picks. All right, what about you, Rob? 4 teams, the 4 best teams you think gonna be in the AFC next year?
Man, this is tough.
It's a lot of teams over there that are vying.
Because 2 teams have, you could argue say 2 of the teams that didn't make it because of injuries, the Bengals and the Jets.
Yeah. Oh shit, man. I don't know why you believe in the Jets, but keep going. I'm sorry.
It is what it is, bro. Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers until. I got some questions about him a lot, but shit. I really feel like if he was playing this year, it would have been a different story. At least they would at least made at least the first or second round, in my opinion. Maybe the AFC Championship, but I'm gonna say Bengals and Jets. Of course, the Chiefs. Man, this is a toss-up, the last one, because you could go Baltimore. You could go Bills, even the Raiders. You know, I think they're gonna be pretty good. Houston, the Browns. Oh Lord, I'm sorry. I'm gonna just say I'm gonna say just the Ravens since they made it to the AFC Championship this year.
All right.
But
I ain't gonna hold that. I obviously got and I'm doing them in order. I'm gonna do mine in order from top down. Obviously the Chiefs. Let everybody know, even though Mahomes and everybody else done said that we coming for 3. We want a 3-peat. Not guaranteeing it right now, but that's what we striving for. So they number 1. Surprise, surprise. Look, I got the Bills number 2. I got the Bills. Like, Josh, hopefully he don't F up during the season and have people doubting him again. And he got to put on a hell of a performance to end the season. But him and the Buffalo Bills scare me. They scare me. They got a really good team. I'm throwing CJ in there. I'm just going ahead and say it. I'm putting CJ in there. The Texans, they're going to be somebody I'm watching out for. Somebody I'm watching out for. I'm watching out for that team, and I think they'll be there towards the end of the year. But you know they always talk about that sophomore slump, so we'll see if he has that slump. And then finally, well, I'm talking about teams that's going to be there. But I'll put the Ravens there. I don't want to put them there because I still don't believe in them. There's like a lot of these teams I don't believe in. I don't believe they can get over the hump. Like, I like the Bills. I don't believe they're going to get over the hump. I like the Texans. I don't think they're going to. They ain't got the hump yet. They just succeeding right now. I don't believe Baltimore will get over it, but I'll put them there. But it's a toss-up between them and the Bengals. I just don't know Joe, like a lot of people, I don't understand this, but they don't understand Joe Burrow is usually hurt. Like, besides that 1 year where they went to the Super Bowl, Joe Burrow's been hurt every year. So it's hard for me to pick the Bengals. But I do believe you get superior QB play over there with him, but the Ravens are going to do what the Ravens do in the regular season. So I'll put them there because they're going to run the ball. They're going to get wins. The question just always comes in, can they go all the way? And then one day I want to see Lamar get it. I want to see him get one of these days, but I just don't. I hope it's no time soon because right now it's Chiefs Kingdom. But it's gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be very interesting to see how it all plays out next year. It's gonna be very interesting. But I ain't gonna hold us here long tonight at all. We went through it. We talked about it. We talked about the Super Bowl. We talked about what we think we're gonna see next year. And look, it's been a hell of a season, man. It's really been a hell of a season. Like, I was very entertained by this NFL season. Had a lot of arguments, a lot of discussions, a lot of debates over it. It was very interesting. But I'll let y'all know, next season, when we start this football back up again, all these shows, well, every show will start at 7 Central Time. Not doing 8. 8's a little ways back, getting to it and getting done with it. Because this guy works every day. But Rob, man, give me your final thoughts on the show. Any thoughts on the season? Any thoughts on next season coming up, man? Just hit me with it.
Hey, man, I'm glad this shit is over with, honestly. So now we can start over. Everybody's 0-0 now. All right, so Lions, each year we've been improving, man. Now, I feel like, hey, this is the time. Hey, let's make some moves this off season. You know, and the draft is in Detroit this year, so I'm definitely gonna be pulling up to the draft, just an experience. You know, we won't pick to a 29th pick anyway, but just to have that experience. But yeah, man, can't start all over again, man. You know, so let's go Lions. And yeah, it's been a fun season. You know what I'm saying? Fun doing the show for the football season. I'm pretty sure we'll be back for playoffs. So, but for the NBA. So, yeah, man, the big back for life. You know, Sports Talk with Rob. I'm gonna start posting real soon, getting some things together. But yeah, been fun.
All right, bet. Look, y'all will catch us back. Well, here you go. When I start covering the NBA, it's gonna be right before the playoffs. So all the people that want to talk about, and there's games going on right now. I don't care about none of that. There's too many games for me that go on during the NBA season. So you won't catch me back on here doing like live specifically for basketball until the playoffs. But I'm constantly try to keep doing some things here and there because there might be some interesting, crazy games that happen. Somebody put up a crazy stat line, or it just might be something interesting happens. Somebody might get into it. Draymond might kick somebody again. We might have to come on and talk about it. It might start a whole conversation. But yeah, look, it's been a fun season, man. It's been a fun season. It's been very interesting. I am really happy the way it all played out. And I would be remiss if I didn't say I told you so. But, you know, that's just Goat Mahomes over there. Look, he got some rivals that's coming for him, man. That man, he walking around with a target on his back. And I only think it's just going to make the NFL even better. And I wasn't really a big NFL person. I was a real big college guy. These last 2 years really done just made me say, look, it's all about the NFL now. Got to go Chiefs all damn day. But look, man, I appreciate everybody that tuned in, everybody that's been watching. If you ain't told your friends, your family, your mama, your cousins, your aunties about the show, tell them to come over, get them interested in football. Look, we're going to come over and keep having these conversations. We're going to debate back and forth. Might be a few arguments here and there, but it's all in good fun. And honestly, we're going to show y'all what it is. But look, man, appreciate y'all. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. And guess what? We'll catch y'all for the next football season whenever the fuck that shit come around. But peace.